Hey everyone, sorry for the lateness, had a meeting and I also realized I forgot to turn on instant chat receiving, so there's going to be a bit of a delay. I swear that just needs to be automatic. So for those who don't know, oh, it might help if I turn my sound down. You don't want to hear it twice. There we go. Too many things happening at the same time. Yeah, sorry. I'm Mandi Hutchinson, and I am trying out this new solo thing. So good afternoon, Omar. So thanks for joining. And anybody just coming in, there's going to be a slight delay. I forgot to change the setting to make it a bit more instant in the chat. So I'll give a moment for all of you to respond if you have questions or just to help me out. For those who don't know, playing solo is not my favorite thing to do, but with the situation now, I have to give it a try. I got lots of games to get through and play. So if anybody has questions, let me know. Hello, Miguel. Thanks for joining the chat. And like I said, if you know the game and I've missed something, let me know. There's no hard feelings here. I'm learning it as I go. I've played it a couple times to get an idea. So my memory's short. It just happens. So enough chatting. Let's jump right in. So this is the overall view. So I've given you a view of my board here, the main board, and there are a few other little pieces on the side, but I'll pull that out as needed because there's a lot happening. So, oh, you got this as a gift. That's fantastic. Okay, great. So hopefully I'm not teaching anything wrong. I've got my handy dandy rulebook here just in case, because I am playing the solo variant, so there are some slight differences. So you can see overall the board. We've got some tiles that we're going to be using to put in here. These are starter tiles that I have, so if you look on the back, they're colored. So I'm going to be using pink. So that's for that player, and I've got my bees over here. Oops, I should actually start with one bee. I can get more as we progress. There are these in supply, so we've got the different types of, nectar types and pollen. These are the nectar tiles, and I guess I could actually pull that in a little bit so you can see. We'll start with here. So up here is the market, and this is where I'm going to be picking up tiles. These are also things I'm trying to strive towards, so those are objectives, which are things that I need to try and get for the end of the game, because at the end of the game you want to try and meet these conditions and get as many points as possible. Beeples, that's right, it is Beeples. You are 100% right. And because I'm playing the solo variant, I'm going to go for the difficulty level egg. Yes, so I need to get minimum score of 25 points with these objectives. Okay, you think that's easy? It's not. When I played it, I think I just got 25, so maybe I'm just not as good as I thought at this game. So that's what these are here. These bees here are for the solo variant, so they're hard to see on the screen, but they do start in these locations and will move depending on what I pull from this deck here, and you'll see that on the side when I pull it, and depending on what I pull will depend where they move. So there's that. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay. So now we have the main board down here, which is where we're going to be doing our movement. These are the nectar tiles. This is my little token, so I'm starting here. So when I move, I'm going in this way, and I can move orthogonally. Here we have kind of orders that we have to do. So I have to get the corresponding nectar, I guess you could say, to match those in order to get points, which are listed at the bottom of each card. And then this is like I guess like a market. So if I decide I want to sell any nectar to the market, then I can get that value, but then it does decrease once I've done that. Okay. And then we've got my player board. Woo! So this is just, I believe, just to house this one's actually fuzzy. Oh, hold on, down here, too many cameras. So this one's a little fuzzy bee that I have, but I have a bunch of others here that I'll be using throughout the game. And then this configuration here with my starter tiles, and we'll go through as I do them what these are. And this is the starter tile that I use. It has a star, so this is just like beginning basic super thing. So I'm not doing anything fancy, just try to get our ways through it. And then I have a little card that tells me, the different combinations that we can do for these tiles here. And then a little kind of explanation of the actions, the different actions and what they do. And I also have my rulebook in here just in case we want to have some more questions. Okay, so let's go back to the main board. There we go. If anything's not making sense or I'm going too fast or I'm making mistakes, let me know. So first things first, let's verify that I'm doing the right thing. So it plays, for the most part, the same as the regular game in the solo variant, with the exception of following things. The cards that I was telling you about here to move, the beeples that are on the screen. And I think that's it. Right. That's it. And then they get shuffled and redo those. These are different. So solo contests are different. I think the Queen's orders, the Queen contests are the ones you play with multiple players. So there's that, and I believe that's it. Okay, as we come across it, I'll get to it, but I'm pretty sure I've covered it all. Okay, so actions in the game. Here we go. So on a turn, so on my turn specifically, I can take a tile. So from that's up here. Now, in order to take a tile, I need to be able to place my bee there and take that specific tile. One of them costs money. This one costs 5. We'll get to that. I'll explain when I take one of those. I cannot go where they are, the little brown beeples. And then there's an action where I can recall workers. So if I have none left and I need more to use, I can recall them. And then I have the option of moving. Foraging, I believe, is the action I can move here, but I don't actually get to take a tile. It just allows me to move. Going forward, moving on these will allow me to pull those in and place them here, but I'll explain how that happens. Okay, so those are the main actions, and then we have, once I've done those things and I've surrounded an area, then I can do the actions I was talking about earlier, the forage, produce, market, newbie, decree, or accounting. All right, so we're going to have the rule book pretty close by because I don't want to make any mistakes here if I can help it. And here we go. All right, so first things first. So my 2 actions are, I like this, make a beeline, expand the hive. Oh, these are funny, some of the taking a tile things. Okay, just the names are hilarious. So I have a worker, yay. Oh, and I start with 5, I'm assuming, and this is something I wasn't sure as a solo. First player starts with so much, and second player so much money, so this is money here. But I started with 5, considering I'm the first player. I hope that's correct. I guess I'll find out soon enough if I'm wrong. So first things first, I want to enclose an area. That's going to get me some stuff, and I'll explain what happens there. Ideally, I'd like to get more of these. More bees. So I'm actually going to go up to here, in this area here, and I'm going to take this tile here, and then I'm going to place it here. Now, placement's important here. You have to place yellow sides together. So if you look, I'll show you on the tile. Yellow, white. So the yellow, and it's kind of hard to tell, but the yellow are the ones that need to be touching. So ideally, what am I doing here? I could do this. Now, this is amazing because once I've encircled an area, you'll notice a couple of things. There's a pattern on the inside with a red ridge. If you look at this card, it tells you the inside what token, so what nectar token can go in there. So right now it's all red, so I'd be able to put a wildflower. That's important because I'll be able to produce on that tile later, so we'll see when we get there. But I don't have a tile there right now, so unfortunately that's how that goes. So what happens when you enclose an area like this? Now we're actually going to action the tiles within that area. So let me just make sure I'm doing that correctly. Yes, take hive actions. Perfect. So in this particular case, I like this one because we have these 2 little wormy things. I don't know what to call them. Larva? I don't know. We're going to go with that. Actioning those gets me 2 workers. So because it's 2 different tiles, I'm going to get 2 different workers. All right, so now those are going to go up here. They're kind of hiding, so I don't get those right away. They go into that area at the top. This one here, if I'm not mistaken, that is the... So sorry, that's the newbie action that I just took. Newbie. Haha, that's pretty funny. I just realized what that actually was. Newbie. Oh, wow, I'm slow today. And the next one here is the decree. So take any one of the 5 other hive actions, even one that you've already taken this turn from an activation. Well, so I could technically take the forage action, but... So I can move my forage token, which is moving this token into the field. So I'm starting here, so I'd have to make 2 movements. And I believe when I forage that I can pay a little extra to move ahead. Let's see. 1 space per free, and then 2 coins per extra space. That is correct. So I think I'm actually going to do that. And you can do these in any order. So I've taken those, put them up there. I'm going to take the forage action, which allows me to move. So 1 for free. 2, I have to pay, so I said 2, so I'm going to take my 5 and get 3 back. 1, 2, 3. Aren't they cute? So these are, and I should have mentioned this earlier, these are the upgraded versions of the components. So all of these are wood, and look at the little first player token. It's cute. So this is wood, and the other one, it's cardboard. So a lot of the components are different. The fuzzy bee comes in this one, and there are expansions, which I haven't even played yet. Okay, so I ended. I can collect my nectar, and I can collect it because if we look at our little sheet here, I can get wildflower, which is what I've landed on, and I can actually take that. So that's going to go there, and that's going to go here. So if you notice, it matches inside of here. And you'll notice other ones have different combinations, but this matches all, so that goes there. That's it for my turn. Keeping in mind that I can use a produce action on this later, but for right now, that's as much as I can do. Great. So now this is where we're going to this is where the variant takes place. So I want to make sure I'm doing this right for the first one. So let's do this. So I taken my turn, done the things. Now it's the drone's turn. And by the way, the paper on this rulebook is very nice. I don't love the large setup paper. Magnificent. So hello, Amanda Panda. Thanks for joining. See, Amanda Panda is great in the chat because you can remind me of the things I'm not doing, like not putting things in trays. Oh, that was so bad. So thank you for that. Okay, so drone turn. So first thing is we flip the top of the drone deck. There we go. All right, and that's the woodland side of the deck, so the kind of bluish side. And let's see. So now we have to look at this side of the card and perform that action. So wildflower, choose one of the two. Identify the nectar tile of the matching nectar type. And wildflower, I believe, is the brown one. It is. It's this one here. And that is closest to your forage token and remove it. Ooh. Or drop the value of the matching honey type by 1. So I can either take this out of the game, or I can drop this by 1. It's really early, and it's really close, so I'm actually, and I know people might not agree with this, I'm going to drop this by 1. Ew, that might not be great. Now we look at the hive side, which is this side, and then we move the drone that's on that side of the board to, oh, that's unfortunate, to that space. So it's on this side, it's this area here, which means I cannot go there. A little sad about it because I do like that whole production concept now that we actually have something. So that's what happens with the drone. Done, right? Super easy. Okay. Happy dance. Bzzzt. I know, so many bees, so many bees. Okay, so that's literally how it runs with the can't even talk, with the drones and then with my players. But now I don't have anything else to place, so I have no choice but to recall my workers. So including the new ones that I just got. So I'm going to put those on my board there. And I believe I have the option to move my marker, which we will double check, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep, scout for nectar. So I can move for 1 for free, but I do not collect the nectar there. Right. And we haven't talked about pollen yet, but we'll get to that. Do I want to move? Ideally, bee butt boogie. Exactly. I want to get moving. I like to get the pink ones, which are cherry blossom. Those ones tend to fetch a little bit more of the market, but they're also kind of far. So I'm actually just going to move here for my second part of my recall workers. That's my turn. So now we're going to head back over to the worker bees here, the drones. So Acacia. So unfortunately, I don't know these off by heart, so I apologize. I have to look these up. This would be handy, actually. Something separate for these actions because the book is so large. Castia, choose one of these two. Identify the nectar tile. Okay, so it falls into what we just did. So I can either take out that specific nectar that's closest to this tile, or I can drop it here. I don't like the fact that this is dropping so fast because that is, and I should have said that, one of the precursors to ending the game is that if, I think it's 4 of these, I'll double check, hit here, it's going to end the game, or when 2 of these are empty, the order stacks are empty. So I don't really want to push the end of the game, because this is also going to get me money if I have to sell, but I like having a board with stuff for right now, so I might regret this, but I am going to pull that down for now. That's as far as I want to go with the market, though, because otherwise I won't be making any money this game whatsoever. So, sorry, a little drink there. Okay, so that's fine, and then market is where that one has to go. So, okay, not mad at that, actually. Not mad at that. So I'll explain the actions as they come up, okay? Okay, my turn. So now I've got 3 beeples to work with. What, pray tell, do I want to do? Okay, we need more tiles because I'm trying to fill this up nicely. And ideally, I did wildflower, which was not great because none of these have wildflower. And keeping in mind, I'm trying to look at nectar in a straight line. Trying to get these tiles, lots of them in a straight line. Total orders, lots of these if I can. And then 3 nectar of any one type. So I'm a little all over the place at the moment. Hopefully we'll get it together. Okay, here we go, here we go. So now, decisions. I do want to produce, but there's nothing there that's really great for me right now. Ideally, getting a tile, I think, is filling that out. That'll produce. Ooh, what do I want? What do I want? I like that, but it's expensive and I'm broke right now. Wow, that's bad. I can't even go over there. Ooh. Forage is a good one to have, and I should start working on closing that off. So let's go here. What am I on, actually? I'm on Rosemary. Rosemary is 3 red. That one's hard to get, and I won't get it here. Sugar and spice. Okay. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to take this one. So this tile is going to be the forage action, which you saw me do earlier. Yeah. I don't know if I'm happy about this because, let's see. I'm thinking. I just need a moment here. Oh, I can take that tile. Ha-ha! So forage action, I don't have to move. I can actually just take the tile that I'm on because it's going to happen here, right? I've made a connection and close that. So I get to action the tiles in there. So there's a couple things that are going to happen, actually. I can forage first and then produce because I can do it in any order that I choose. So I'm going to forage. I'm already on the tile that I want, so I'm going to stay there. If I couldn't take the tile or there was nothing there, I would instead take a pollen token, which are these ones here. These are the fancy ones, okay? People are going to ask. They come with different ones. So the things that I'm using are part of a deluxe. Like I got them as a separate pieces. Okay, so that goes in there. Yay for foraging. I just ordered this 2 minutes from my flags. Oh, that's so funny that I'm playing, right? So good timing. So, like I said, I only played it once or twice, so I might have to go refer to the rulebooks, but I'm just playing the basic solo variant. There are other variants, but I figured this would be a nice one to get started. So this is great. Questions, drop them in, or comments, or if you know something I don't, please put it in there. So I've done the forage action. Now I'm going to produce. So this is where I get to place this token that I have. Okay, I guess I could also show you there. It's weird. I have 2 cameras, so it's really weird as to like what camera I should show you. But here, there we go. And that matches the tile. It looks like the tile. So you can place it adjacent to nectar tiles, and only the ones that are adjacent are going to produce. So when we produce, these feel like little gummies. I produce there, so that goes on that one, and that goes on that one. So I produced wildflower and rosemary. Now keeping in mind, they stay there until I have an order of some sort that I'm going to use them for, and then they'll go away. And then that gets removed from the board. All right, that's it for my action. Yeah, that was a really good action, actually. Not mad at it. All right, so now we're over to the drones. So here we go. Let's see what the drones are up to. Oh dear. Okay, order card. This is a new one. Choose one of the face-up order cards. Remove that order card from its stack and return it to the game box, then flip the next order card in the stack. Okay, not mad at this because it might give me something that I could use for my wildflower. So, it's destiny. So true, right? Okay, so this symbol is pollen, and then these are the other types of nectar. I don't have either. This one's going to be tricky. Although I do like the points on it, it's a tricky one right now. So I'm going to toss this one because I can do any one. That's out of the game, and then this one comes up. Okay, not mad at that because it does actually have some of the things I'm working toward. Although I do need money. I'm all over the map. So now I need to move decree and accounting. It's already there. It stays there. Nothing happens. Great. Over to me. So let's see here. Close that off. Let's put money on this side because I have a feeling this is going to expand significantly. I'm trying to close off things as much as possible so I can get things going, so I can forage again if I go here. This action is great because it allows me to do any action. And this one will activate because it's once per round. So this will activate once here. If I had closed 2 of them off, it would only activate once, but it's once per round, so it will activate again here. And then I'll get more workers. Not mad at that. Okay, so where do we want to go? Something I should mention, if you go to a space, in my case where I am, or if another player was, you'd have to one up. So if I wanted to go back to this action, I would need 2 of these in order to go there. So it does get more expensive, but I don't want to go there. So, my options are kind of limited right now. I can't, producing is a bit of a waste because I have, once there's something on there, that's all it can hold. I can't go there. Yeah, that's so wasted. I mean, new workers are not a bad thing, so I guess I'll go up here and take this tile. And let's see here. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. And just so you all know, these are double-sided, so you can, as far as I'm aware, you can do them in any which way. So sure, I think I moved it, but that's fine. So now with the shape I've made, and this is where it's a lot to think about, I can only put, because it has 2 white, it can only put the rosemary in here. So now that I've placed, I'm going to activate these so I can get the 2 workers, which are going to go here. Oops. There we go. I have another one here which lets me kind of do whatever I want to do. I also have a forage action. Forage action, if I could get another rosemary in here, that would be nice. That means I would have to spend 2, which I'm going to do. Oh, this is getting really expensive. 1 free move for the forage, 1 here, and I have to pay 2 for that. Yikes, I'm broke. Wow, I didn't remember losing so much money last time, but I didn't spend as much. And that's going to go here. Oops. So for those jumping in and you're trying to figure out why I'm choosing those tiles, it tells me based on the configuration which tiles can go there and which type it is. So that's how I know. And you can look at them, which is great. It actually tells you by coloring the sides to match the inside of the kind of honeycomb. So that's nice. So forage, I've got 2 workers because of that. So, hi Paul, thanks for joining. Don't worry, I'm still kind of chugging along here and I'm explaining as I go. So, because like I said, me and solo games, it's a thing. Okay, so now I get an action of my choosing. I'm kind of inclined to, producing seems wasteful. I'm almost tempted to sell because I'm really broke right now. And if I go to the market to sell, I cannot do any of these, but I can actually sell and get what's there. Wildflower's pretty terrible right now. And Wildflower's not the most needed on the board. Saki, dude, decisions. Okay, I'm actually going to sell the rosemary for 6 because it's higher value. So if I had more, I could sell all of them. Unfortunately, I just have the 1. So I'm going to sell that for 6 money. Boop. And because I sold it, it decreases in value. Wow, this is not good. This is actually playing really badly. Okay, so next, the drones. So the drones are now acting. So I've done my turn. Now it's the brown drones here. They're taking their turn. So now, rosemary, which I believe is what we did in the last one. So choose one of the options. So I can either now I don't want to push this too much because it's getting a little low. I might have to take a tile. So I have to find the tile matching rosemary, and the closest one to me is going to, well, there's equal distance, so I get to choose. I'm almost, they're not, neither are great to be honest. Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, okay, so I'm going to take this one out. So that's out of the game, unfortunately. And then I now place, market is off limits, and guess what? It's there already, so I don't need to move it. Okay, cool. Now it's my go. Oh, yeah. So I could recall my workers at this point if I wanted to, because I do have some newbies in there. But I don't think I want to do that yet. I'm trying to get ahead of the drones because they're really kind of... And my structure right now is looking a little light. So I might want to get more tiles in here. I really want to get in here, but this one hasn't moved yet. Grrr. Okay, producing seems like it might be a thing I want to focus on. So let's go here. I'm going to take a production tile. Okay, now here's where it gets tricky because I want to try and get, what do I need to get for cherry blossom? Oh, cherry blossom is tricky. So cherry blossom needs, nope. Yeah, this one's hard. This one is very, oh, no it's not. Okay, well, let's push this down a little bit so it's not off screen. Doot, 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 doot. There we go. And we'll put that there. Yes, that is now ready to receive a cherry blossom nectar tile because it meets that configuration. So you can see that. Okay, this is fantastic. Now I get to activate this, which again gives me another freebie action, which is great. I'm not mad at this at all. So I could do these out of sync, my production action. Yeah, it's not, well, do I want to do it now is the question. Because then I could do these at the same time. Because I can put this on any tile when I want to produce. Sorry, I'm talking to myself because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Oh, okay. First things first, I'm going to actually activate the Forage token because I really need a cherry blossom in here. I'm going to have to pay though, so I'm actually going to move 1, 2, and take that, but I have to pay for that. And I'm going to put this one right here. Okay, so I've done that action already. Now I have produce and I have another action. I can take any. So I'm going to produce next. I'm going to produce because I can place this on any tile that's adjacent to that. Or instead of producing, I could actually sell this to the market and then produce. But I could also produce twice. Okay, hold on. Produce, sell, produce. So I could produce here, but I can only sell one type. So ideally, if I did that, I'd want to sell these two, but I won't be able to do that in one turn. Not going to happen. Okay, so if I do here, I can produce, because it's only adjacent, I can produce this one. Oopsie. And this one. Okay, so now I've technically done the production and this. I still have these two, another production and then any of my choosing. Okay, I think I'm going to, oh, this is hard. Because right now, if I sell both of those, I'm only going to be left with one. Horrible. So I could technically move this here, because all of these are done. And I could produce. And then for my any action, I could either complete an order, which actually might be the better option. Even though I need money, I think that's better. Okay. No, I can't. I can't do this one. I can do this one. And that'll give me another forage action, which not great right now because I have no tiles to place, but I could move and then just get a pollen. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So I've done the production, that comes off. Now I still have my any action that I can do. Let's do we'll do the action where I can go to the market. So that is the market action, which is here. I'm going to complete this one. So I have to spend, doesn't matter, this one and this one to complete this. So those are going to go in my supply. And then we'll just toss this here to the side for now. Maybe I can put it here so you can all see them. Sure. Well, just toss them there. If you can see them or not, it's fine. Okay, so that'd be anything that's going to give me some 7 points, but here we are. That does actually not turn over yet. And then I get to do the action that's on the bottom of the pile that I took the card from. So this is another forage action. So I actually am just going to move. And because there's no tiles for me to take and I have nowhere to put it anyway, I get a pollen token or pollen piece. And the thing with these, I can actually sell these to the market. Oh, also use them for orders. So there we go. Doesn't matter the color. I've done that. I've done all the things. So then I flip the next order. So bearing in mind, 2 of these are empty. Game is going to be over. And I believe it's when 4 of those hit the bottom. I'll verify that. That will also trigger end of the game. Okay, good. So now we're over to the drones. So they are going to... Okay, so cherry blossom, and I believe, yep, this is like the other ones. I can either pull cherry blossom down or remove the closest cherry blossom. I don't really want to remove it. I want that tile, so yes, I know. I'm actually just going to do that. And produce, so that means this is going to go into the production area. That's it. My turn. I have to recall my workers because I have none. But now I've got a plethora for my next turn. Ha 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 ha. Who else in the chat has got this game or it's coming to them? I'd be curious to know if you ended up getting the deluxe like I did or you ended up getting the retail. Both versions I think would still be great. So, all right. So now it's back to me. Okay. Right now I'm getting negative points in some of these objectives. Nectar to straight line, 2. I need at least 3 to not be in the negatives. Total orders, I have 1, still in the negatives. 3 nectar of any one type. Almost there. I've got 2. So, like 2. I need 1 more. Okay. So let's keep chugging along here. That gives me more workers. This is another forage action, but it won't close off on this turn. I definitely need to start working this side of my structure. I'm going to just pop that out like this so I can actually get a bit of room here. Because I have a strong suspicion I'll be moving out. Okay, here we go. So I think I will take... This bee needs to move so I can get this 5 monies tile. Ooh. Oh, okay, so you ordered that. Okay, so that's what I have. I'm sorry, and I shouldn't say that. I don't know if it's deluxe. I ended up getting all the wooden coins in the bits, so I wasn't sure if that was additional or part of deluxe. So please correct me if I'm wrong on that. Okay, yeah, I don't like my options right now. I do like this. I don't have any of these on the board. So let's take one of these, and that's going to do the market action if I need it. So I could... Hopefully that's still on screen for you. Could do that there and work for another cherry blossom. That would be fantastic. Okay, that's my turn. So... Oh! And when I did my recall workers, I could have moved my token. I realize that now. Don't worry about it. It's not a mandatory. You can move it. Okay, so difficulty? So I'm playing like basic. I'm playing just the solo variant basic version. So I've used the setup card that has the stars. So anything with the stars on them, and this is also in the group games as well. Anything with stars are kind of the starter ones, and I'm using the solo contest ones, which are different than the Queens ones that you're asking about. But the Queens ones also have ones that are designated for first game, and I'm going for the, what did I say? Egg. The egg difficulty level. I've only played this a couple times. I'm not particularly good at solo gaming, which means I have to get a minimum of 25 in my cards here. So for anybody watching. If I get more than that, it's great. Okay, so I did that. That's my turn. Now we're over to the drones. Okay, you have the deluxe. Okay, perfect. A lot of it's worth it. I think the components are quite pretty. Rosemary. Okay, so the drone. Oh, good gravy. So I could take a rosemary, which I'm kind of not upset at, but there's literally one on the board. Or I could move it down here. Wow, which is going to end this game rather quickly. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually just going to do this. Meh. Yes, I know. Probably shouldn't have done that, but here we are. Decree and accounting. Why won't this one move? I need this one to not be here, but guess what? It's staying there because of the solo card. Poop a loop. All right, my turn. I want to finish this off, but I also need to scooch my buns over to get that. So I can do that because I can do these in any order. So with that being said, which tile do I want? New workers, forage. I don't really want forage. I'm limited. I could... Wow, I'm very limited right now. Okay, new workers. Not mad at it. All right, so hopefully this is still in shot for you. If not, we can move it. There we go. So now I've completed another area, so we're working here to sort that out. So now I get to activate all of these. So we'll start with that. I'm going to get 2 workers. Oopsie, not from my here, from the supply, but they're going to go here. I don't get them. And then I'm going to forage, which allows me to move to here, and then I get to take this one. And that goes here. And I know because of the coloring on the tile and the coloring of the honeycomb that that one fits there. Okay. Um, egg. I know. It's terrible, but I also wanted you all to see it, and the game's not over in 2.5 seconds, so figured we'd start with the easy one, and then if people enjoy the game, I can look at doing another one at another time. So, but yes, it is funny. Okay. So I've done that. I've done that. So now I can actually go to the market area to do this action. And okay. Well, yeah. I can't do much here except for sell something, and I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. I can't do any of these because I don't have this particular type. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, I guess I could sell, but it's really pushing that down. This is upsetting, actually. All right, well, wow, I'm like pushing this game forward. I'm going to sell. Sorry, so technically, that would stay there. I'm selling this for 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, try and put my money there so you can see. And now this goes down, so it's going to be worth 3. Yeah, I'm pushing that a little too fast. I'm a little uncomfortable. So, moving on. Okay, the drones are moving to, sorry, we're going to do Acacia, so that either means I have to take out a tile or I move this. I can't afford to move this. I'm in a really good spot right now because I can get any of these tiles. I'm actually going to remove, because they're within the same distance, I get to choose, so I will remove this one out of the game. And then the drone moves to the forage section. Wow, this one refuses to move. It's driving me crazy. So, and if you're wondering why, because these tiles here, this one is a tile that gives you 5 every time you activate it. Like, hello, that's good. The other one is the anytime action, costs 5 to get that tile, but it's good. Okay, so they've done their turn. Now we're back to me. I do need one of these. That's the Acacia tiles. What's the... so I need all white and 2 red on the bottom. Yeah, that's going to be a doozy. All white, 2 red on the bottom. Okay. Well, production seems like a good route to go because it's available. And then, keeping in mind, I want to keep that combination. So I want to try and get the white. So remember, yellow sides have to touch. Yellow to yellow. This is white, for those who are not able to see the difference. Just slightly brighter. This is going to take a while because I need to try and get another connection there so I can get that tile. So that's my turn. I didn't finish anything. Done, done, done. Okay, over to the drones. Okay, this is a new one that they're going into. So highest honey and pollen. Oh, this is not good. So the value of pollen and the honey type with the current highest value both drop by 1. If there's a tie for highest, then I get to choose. Oh, that's terrible. I also realized I could have sold my pollen. Oh well, such is life. So pollen's going to drop, and then the highest, which is Acacia, drops. That card sucks. And then, oh, finally, this thing is moving up to new B, so I can finally get in there and get these tiles that I've been wanting. Okay, that's it. Oh my gosh, ADHD kicks in and I get distracted, so focus, Mandy, focus. Okay. Next, I want to try and finish this off if I can. And go here. And I wanted to tell you all, do you know how hard it is for me to find a nice pink mat? I got this Gamegenic mat, very excited about it. I had to share it with all of you because it's very hard to find pretty colored mats that are a nice size. So anybody who likes pink, this is a good one. I forgot to say that last time. So I do like this, getting money, because I'm a little light on the money, especially if I need to do some more movement. And I'm trying not to move that market. I also have the decree action, which could help me. No, I'm going to produce anyways. Not mad about it, or anyway. Let's do that. This is going to take some time. I still have a ways to go. So I'm going to do this one. This one doesn't cost. This one would have cost me 5. So let's do this. We need to get some monies. So this is a tough one to get. Okay. Well, that's my turn. But I think, hopefully you'll all be able to see this. If not, we can just make the scene a little bit bigger so you can actually see it. Sorry, shaking cameras and stuff. Hold on. I've got a... There we go. You can get a little bit of a different shot there. So hopefully you can see a little bit more of the table. Okay, so now we're back to the drones. All right. Here we go. Oh, goody gumdrops. So now we're going to cherry blossom. All right. Cherry blossom, cherry blossom. So that means I can either pull this down. I don't really want to do that. This is getting awfully close. Oh. Well, I have two. So it means I have to get rid of the next closest, which would be this one. I think I'm going to do that. I don't want to extend it, but this is a problem. So let's do that. And then the forage action, where it is now, that's going to stay where it is. So we're good to go. Okay. I'll just put my money there so you can all see it. Okay. Drones are done. Back to me. One more tile to finish this off. So I can't go here because I would have to put 2 bees in order to take this action. I only have the 1, but I really want to close this off this turn before this progresses. And you know what? I can't. Oh, that is mean. I don't have enough to put them anywhere, and all the other places are blocked. I have no choice but to recall all of my workers. But I do get to take the... Technically, I get to move. It's not the forage action. I get to move. I cannot take what's there, but I do need one of these, so I'm going to just go there to set myself up for the next round. That's my turn. Okay, back to the bee. So there's only 1 card left in the bee deck, so what ends up happening is you're supposed to shuffle them without looking at this one, back in, and we're going to restart that deck. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And we're going to start all over again. So just if anyone's looking for these videos, I don't post these ones on BGG because I'm so embarrassed playing solo because I'm like, oh, I'm probably making all these mistakes. This one's actually going not too badly. Yeah, so if you're looking for them ever, they'll just be on the channel. All right, so shuffle them, try not to look. There we go. Okay, and flip. So wildflower. So I can now remove a wildflower token, which I'm almost tempted to do, or pull this down. That's getting a little scary, so I think I'm going to pull this wildflower token out of the game. And produce is where the bee is going to move to. Not happy about that. I really wanted that second produce action. So, oh, thanks, Omar. Chat's great. I love people on my channel who come for chats because you all know, just easy, calm. It's not supposed to be stressful. So, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Paul. If you see any, seriously, and I won't be upset or mad, please call it out because I don't want people to get the wrong information. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Great. So, so the bee, so I've done that. So now they're in the produce. I really wanted that tile, unfortunately. Not going to happen. So I'm on, but, I can get this tile now. Yes, but I have to pay 5. So, well, I took a chunk out. And this lovely tile can go here. And we'll top that there. Okay. Yay! Because now I'm getting ready for that tile that I'd like to put there. So this is going to be a bit of a doozy. So here we go. So new worker. Those ones are easy. I like to start with those first because they just go up here. I can produce, but I don't want to do that yet. I get 5. Woo! So that 5 I spent, I'm getting right back. And then I have an any action. So for my any action, I'm going to forage because I want that tile that's there. So I'm actually going to stay there and take the one that's underneath and do this. So, all right. Yes, so the other bee game we played was bees. And I'm sorry, if I ever call this honey bees, it's honey buzz. I just have so many bees games. I apologize. It is honey buzz, this one. Okay, so I did this as my forage action, which is there, and then I can produce. Now that's the last thing I have to do. I'm actually going to put it here. There's already, I should have done that differently. Here we are. So that's perfect, actually. That'll get me what I need for a, so there we go. Perfect. So I produced those 2. I can't, that already has something on it. All right. Not upset about that action at all. Oh, bees are great. I love bees. Bees are fantastic. Wasps, not so much, but I do like the bees. Okay. So now we're back to drones. Rosemary. So Rosemary is either, so that goes down and we're getting closer to the end of the game there. I mean, not exactly, but closer. Or I could take one off the board, which means that last one is there. I don't want to do that because I have 2 and I'm trying to get 3 of a type. Unfortunately, that's going to happen. So don't worry, game's still going. It's just Rosemary's not going to be worth much if I sell to the market. Market. Great. That's going to move there. Yay. Okay. So let's see now. My turn. Well, I do have a space here. What can go here? I just realized that I didn't even notice. I mean, not now because I have to take an action to do so, but I'm just curious what that is. That one is Rosemary, which is what I need. Okay, I need to be able to do some foraging. So let's see if we can close something else off. Because if I'm not mistaken, the tile that I get here, the nectar tile, doesn't have to go in the area I closed off. It can go into another empty spot. But obviously I'm not going to activate it unless I do a produce action. So with that being said, let us go to, I mean, I do like where this foraging is going. It is letting me move. So forage tiles are kind of nice right now. I do like the double production though. Also, I can actually complete this. So if I can get a tile that lets me do an order, which I cannot right now, unfortunately. That's too bad. Okay, let's go here. I'm going to take a production tile. Do I want production? Ooh, maybe I want to do forage because forage will allow me to move and get the tile that I need. So you know what? That's a lie. I'm going to take a forage one. Sorry. And we're going to go here. So yellow to yellow. Okay, and because now I've encased a whole thingy, sorry, a honeycomb, it's been encased, I should use proper terminology here, being a teacher and all. Let's get that new worker up here. I can produce and I can forage. So let me forage first, and to forage, I'm actually going to move, oh, yeah, I want this one because that's going to go there. Also, very nice. Not what I want. Because I could technically go there and put it there, but I don't like these bees in my grill. So yeah, bees in my grill. That doesn't even make sense. So I'm going to go here, take this one, and I have to pay for that. And this is going to go here because I do need another one of these on the board to fulfill one of those cards, objectives. Okay, so I did that, and now I can produce, but I can only do it once, so I'm going to be strategic about this. Where can I get the maximum? It's going to be a twofer, so it's going to be here, or here, here, here. So let's just go here, because it can go in any tile as far as I'm aware, but I will verify that. Any space. Okay, so I will do this one and this one. What's this? Yeah, hornets. Oh, have you seen those, like, is it murder hornets or something? Ooh, those things are, like, their face literally looks angry. Like, their brows are like, ugh, and they're huge. Sorry, I love animals and whatnot and insects to a certain degree, but those look very dangerous. Okay, so I've done all the things here. Next move. Okay, drones. Cherry blossom. Ew. Well, there's not on the board, so guess what's happening? Oh, that's bad. Okay, so that's happening. I moved it here because there are none to take. And produce, this is going to move here. Okay, good, because I want that order token, or sorry, the market token. That would be nice right now. That's done. My turn. What can I enclose quickly? I can do down here. Hopefully you all can see that. It might be cut off a little bit. Let me just push up a smidge. There we go. I can do here, and then I can also get money while I'm at it. So let's see. I do have more tokens now, so I can technically go to a space again, which I have to build up from that. But that's not what I want. I want to go here and get this. So I can go to the market. And we're going to do this. So. All right, I think that's pretty good. So now that's going to activate this. So I'm going to get 5. Hello, don't mind if I do. Okay. Now I can go to the market, and I also have a kind of any other action I can take, which I might produce, which is kind of nice. But I can only take this action once. But let me think here, because if I can complete this one, which I can, it lets me take a market action, which means I technically could do another order, which I like. So let me think. I could do this as a production, and then I could do multiple orders. So let's see. Right now, if I do that one, I need wildflower, rosemary, and acacia, sorry. I could, you know what? Unfortunately, because I don't have, oh, that's garbage. Yeah, unfortunately, because I don't have the second, and these don't refill until the end of your turn, so I don't even see what's coming up. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, idea. I could technically do this one for 7, which will give me a produce. Okay, yes, that's what we're going to do. Sorry, this is like all in my mind. Or I could do this one. I could, because I still have my any action, I could do this one, forage, take my any action to do another market action. Sorry, there's a lot of thinking about this. I'm so sorry. I gotta think it out here. So I could do that. So if I do forage for that action, because I can do that any time on my turn, but I would want to do it right away, I could forage and get... You know what? I don't even have anywhere to put it. I just realized. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay. 7. That'll get me, so I can do that. The pollen. And that'll get me 7 points, but then I'll get to produce, which is not a bad idea. Okay, so we're going to do this one, I think. So let's activate this market one here. So I have a pollen over here, and I have the acacia over here. That's going to go. So I get that. I'll just put that over here so you can see that I have those. This does not flip, but this happens. I get to, and I could do that now or later, but I want to do it right now. And that's going to allow me to produce. So in order to do the production, I think I will go here. I know, it seems wasted, but there's a reason. I know. I just feel like it's so much thinking. Oh, I'm talking. And unfortunately, I talk a lot when I think. Sorry, you're all going to have to hear it because I have a mic in front of me. So I did the production, and now I have the action where I can do anything. So with that, I'm going to complete another order because I now think I have some things to work with. I could do this for 9 because it is the rosemary, cherry blossom, and the acacia. Let's do that. Suze has not buzzed by. Nah, she's probably working. This is what I do on my lunch break, and it's holidays, so slightly longer lunch break today. So here, here, and here. So I've got those out of the package there, or out of my board, excuse me. And we're going to take that one here. And that's it. So now these flip up. Oh dear, we're getting to the end here of those piles. So end game is coming soon. Soon. And I did want to check that for you. So while I'm here, let me just double check. I know, but I always feel some people might get annoyed by the talking out loud. I can't help it. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing. Teachers talk out loud all the time. When I was in university, they had a library for teachers because you could talk. It's a thing. I just want to verify the end game because it's the same in a sort of thing. So triggered when the values of 4 of the 5 resources cannot drop any further, excuse me. The orders in 2 of the 3 stacks have been completed. So we're getting there. Okay. Now we're over to the drones because I did all the things. So acacia, which is on the board. I ideally would like another one. I don't even have anywhere to put it, so I'm kind of not mad at that going out because I don't want to push that yet. And decree and accounting, so that's going to move down here. So I can't take that action next turn. Well, that took a turn. I could get another wildflower. And you know what? I am doing very bad on the line thing. I want to get things in a line, and so far 3 and 3. It's only going to get me 5 points. Ideally, if I can get 4, magnifique. So if I can close this one off, let's just push these down here. Taking a bit of room. If I can close this one off, then I can really push that forward. Not mad at that, actually. All right, let's see. Wow. So I'm going to have to spend more bees to take some actions here. I kind of want to go to the market, but it's a little light. I need some production. So if I go here and use this... No! Yes, I can go there. Yay! So 2, go there. And... yeah, see? I want another one of those. I don't necessarily want another one of those, but I'll get my 4. I'm still short one of these. No, I'm not. 1. No, we're good. Okay, 3 of those at least, which is fantastic. I'm not going to get 4. It's not going to happen. This one I could get. I'm looking for my card up here. So if I get 4, it'll at least bump me up to 10 points at the end of the game. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So now we've completed that. And hopefully you can all see that. And let's see. Okay, first things first. I am going to take 5 monies. And I should produce while I'm here, because I have that as an action. Produce. What's in the market right now? So, again, because I have these in, like, the worst spots ever, I can only ever do 2. So, I am not playing optimally right now, so let's just be clear about that. Ideally, what can I get? I could do this one. Yes, I could do this one, because I can go here and trigger production here. Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, everyone is so nice. And this makes me encouraged to do more solo streams, so I appreciate that very much. Okay, so now I'm going to produce these 2. So that's here and here. Okay, I've done that, so that comes off. And I took the 5, and this one we were doing. Right, because I did the 5, I did the production. Now I'm going to go to the market. So for me, the only thing is I need to put something here, and I should do that to kind of remind me, hey, this is the tile you're doing. Otherwise I get, this is the error, or otherwise I get distracted. And I'm like, oh, which one was I doing? So for me, I need something, I should get something to market so I know, like a square or something to know this is the one I'm working on. Okay, so let's do the market. So I think I said I could complete this one, which I can. So, okay. Yay, I have enough to do this one. So I'm going to do this, and this, and this. Okay. So yes, anybody who's a teacher, I don't know if you agree with me or not, we talk out loud. It's a thing. So because I completed this order here, I get to do the action that's below it. Again, any time of my turn, but my turn's going to end shortly, so let's do it now. And let's produce, because I don't know what that's going to be. Not bad to do that. Let's go here, because then maybe I can work on that one. So that's going to be this and this for production. Okay, cool. Yay, I like that you all keep me company. And you know what? I'm doing it as, this is not a tutorial, so to speak, so it's more just I'm muddling through and you can kind of see the process, and then if there's something like, hey, that's, I know this, or jump in, that's what it's all about. End of my turn. So, okay, I can't, these are just dropping right off the board. So, unfortunately, I feel like this one would have to go. Or I could drop it. I don't really need any of them right now, and I still have one more, but that one's really close in case I need it. You know what? I'm just going to let it go. Bye-bye. Let you go. And then Forage is where this is moving to, so I cannot take that tile. Okay, back to me. I'm running very low, but I do have that spot where I could pull them back right now and get myself in place to move. Can I close anything off? I'm trying to find something else I can close off because I really want to push getting this done before the game ends. So, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. This is rough. I'm not gonna lie. This is a bit rough. I could start doing... I need a forage action. If I can trigger that, that would be nice. A forage and a produce. So I can work on this side over here, which will just kind of scooch, 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 because I think I'm going to run off the board there. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to go here. I think I'm going to have to pull back my workers next turn, though. So let's do that. Sorry, I had to move that a little bit. And I don't love that. And then I could place something here. If I could get another... Yeah, that would be nice. If I can get another market action, then I can really push... Oh, I forgot to flip this over. Sorry, from last turn. That would help to see what I'm coming up against. So if these two get empty, which is looking like it might happen soon, game's going to be over. Okay, I've done that. So now it is back to the drones. Ooh, yeah, this is bad. So my highest honey, which is this, is going to come down, and pollen's coming down. This is making me a little nervous because it's happening a little faster than I'd like, and then that stays where it is. So I don't have a choice, actually. I have to take all my workers back because I don't have enough to put them anywhere. And with that being said, I do get to move this, so why wouldn't I move here? I don't get to take it because technically it's not a forage action, it just allows me to move. That's it. Okay, now back to our drones. Rosemary, I don't even have any out. Rosemary's already down, so I think I have to choose something else to pull down. I'm going to choose pollen. I believe I can do pollen. Let me just double check. I think I can choose any, but let's not make sure I'm not telling you the wrong things here. Or drop the value of the matching. Oh, let's see here. We can't do that. A different resource. No, so any resource. So that could be pollen. Done that. And forage, it's there. Perfect. Okay, we gotta scooch this up so I can get this to happen. I'm so tempted to do another, because if I produce, I can do, okay, that's cherry blossoms, which right now, a little tough because I have them so spread out, unfortunately. I could do this one, but I would have to produce cherry blossom, and then this gives me another production action. I do like where that's going. So, yes, let us go to here. Thank goodness it's empty. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's go here. I'm going to put this little marker here so I know I'm doing this one, because otherwise I forget. Oh, goodness. So I'm glad to see a lot of you play solo. Solo games are not my thing, but with the situation, I have obligations. I have games that I get to review, and I hate seeing things sitting there, and it's like, hey, any games that I have right now with solo options, I'm trying to do it. Yes, it's not as exciting, but I appreciate all of you coming and sitting with me. So the next one I think I'll be looking at is Project L, which will be my next solo one, I think. And I want to do Ruins of Arnak, but that one has a dummy player, and I don't love dummy players, so we'll see. Okay, so here we go. So now I get to activate this. So I could forage, which I kind of want to do. I don't want to put it here, though. So I'm going to put that, take this one. I want to continue my line here. You'll see why that's important in a moment. Great. So I did the forage. Now I can produce, which is what I wanted to do in order to do this action here. So I need cherry blossom. So, oh, I put these so badly. So badly. At least I see the mistakes. Let's put it that way. It is what it is. Okay, so we've done that, and now I can do this over here. So go to the market, and I'm going to do this one, which is a cherry blossom, acacia, and wildflower. And that makes me take this one. And I get this down here, which allows me to do another production. And I indeed will do that. What's on the board that I can take? Ideally, I want to do another here, because I can do 3 of them. This one seems to be, but I really need that. This one, Cassia seems to be on everything, although I really need cherry blossom if I want to do that one, but technically I have to do both. So you know what? Let's just stop beating around the bush here. So I'll do that. And, oops, not cherry blossom. Got a little ahead of myself there. Some rosemary and acacia. There we go. That's done. Excellent news. Okay. I think that's it for my turn. Yeah, this board is looking rough, so hopefully there's not too much more to take away. Wildflower. So there is a wildflower tile there. I could use it, but it's not going to help me with my lines, and I have a strong suspicion I might be ending this in a couple of turns. So, mind you, I could just pull it down. Doesn't really matter. I like having options. Yeah. Actually, that's the only thing that I can put in there. So let's just do this, just because it's the only thing that I can place if it comes to that. And the newbie section is now out of bounds. Over to me. So as you can see, this game plays pretty quickly on this basic kind of the starter level. There's another variant with memory. I'm terrible at memory. That's why I'm not playing that one. We'd be here for a while. So I'm hoping to try some of the expansions and whatnot at another time. Okay. Oh, Project L is so fun. Actually, Eric Summerer taught me that at Essen with a whole bunch of us, so I really enjoyed it. I also kickstarted, I think, the expansion, so exciting. All right, I digress. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, I like this. 2 orders. Oh, that should be off my board. Or not 2 orders, sorry. Market. But I wouldn't mind having another production tile, which is available. I don't mind doing this at all. So let's see here. Okay, so this is kind of great, actually. So let's do my little thing here. Now I think, hopefully, I haven't cut it off here. So, see. I have to look on my little screen here. I think we are good. All right, good. So we're working with this one here. You can't see it, but I know which one it is. So we're going to produce, again, awkward. Oh, it's so awkward. Why did I place them there? Oh, it's painful. Oh, this is bad. I picked that tile and I realize I could do 2 orders I can sell, but I don't want to sell anything right now. I could also finish that order. Okay, I'm thinking now I'm changing plans here. Because if I do that when there's one more, either way, it's going to end. So you know what? Let's do the production. And I will produce, it's just 1 that I'm getting, so, which is, again, not the best use of my resources, but there it is. So I've produced that. Now I get 2 actions here. I technically could finish this, but it's going to be another market action, which I'm like, I don't really need to do. Yeah, memory's not my jam, by the way, at all. I can't do this one. So if I do this one, I could use the market action to sell some stuff, but then that will legitimately end the game. And I don't think I have a choice. Because I'm pretty sure those are a must, but let me double check. So if you go there, I'm going to check. Because if it's a must, then that will 100%. You must take the action if possible. So, yes, looks like we might be ending the game here. So I have 2 of these actions I could take. So technically, I could complete this order here. And that is a wildflower, rosemary, acacia, or acacia, however you'd like to pronounce it. Okay, and I have another one, which means I could technically sell rosemary. Well, I'm actually going to get multiple cells. So rosemary I can sell, so 2 of them, which is awful because I'm going to get 4 monies for that. 2, 3, 4. All right. And technically I would move something down because there's nothing else to move down, and I only move it down once. I don't move it down twice because I sold 2 of the same type, just once. And then, so I did that, and then I also have another action from here that I must take, so I'll just sell this one for 4, move that down, and I'll take a 5 and put 1 back. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do that and take a 5. It's just easier for counting. So now, oh, we're still good. I'm still in the game. I still have another turn. That's when 1 more of those comes down. Woo! Okay, I'm glad Paul's in the chat, so because I couldn't keep up with the memory thing. So this is great. Thank you for answering the questions there. So I'm still in the game, still in it. Woo! Okay, so now this pops up. Wow, that's not great. So I now sold all of that off, and I have this to do. Okay, that's okay. We're almost, I think we're gonna, yeah. Ugh. Actually, this will probably end it. So cherry blossom, there are none on the board. I can't bring that down anymore, so guess what? Womp womp, this comes down, and then technically this would move to the market. So I didn't end it, but the drones did. So let's just make sure. And Paul's in there so you can tell me if I'm wrong. Let's see. 4 of the 5 resources cannot be dropped any further. Game continues to have had equal number of turns, which that would be it. Last player in turn order. Well, in this case, I went first, so it's done. All right. Look at that. That went way faster than I thought it was going to. Yikes. All right, so let's take a look here. So if we look here, I'm just going to go to... Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So I've switched over to this use just so you can see these are the cards that I was looking at doing. So the Nectar in a straight line, and we'll put my board up in a minute so you can see. So Nectar in a straight line is this one. So let's go to here. Okay, Well, my board shifted significantly from this shot. You can get an idea. There we go. Sorry about that. And Paul can correct me if I'm wrong. So nectar in a straight line, you're looking for ones that run in a straight line. And I think it doesn't matter as long as it's in a line. So this is my highest one here. Oh, I do get one more turn. Oh, well then never you mind. Excuse me. Let's head on back to the main screen. This girl right here gets another turn. Spoke too soon. Thank you, Paul, for being in the chat. I would have shorted myself a turn. Okay, so... Well, I don't think it's going to help me. I can take a turn, but it's not going to help me because I have nothing. I will take a turn, but maybe I can... Oh, no, I can't. I don't think I can finish anything. So hold on a second. Let me go back to my main board. There we go. Went to the wrong one. All right, so... Yeah. Is there anything I can close off? Oh, I can close off here. Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do something, but I want something that's going to give me... Oh, yes. Yes. This is fantastic. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You're probably like, why am I yesing? I'm yesing a lot right now. Hello. Okay. Do I want to do another production? Because I am going to be going to the market. So if I do production, what can I sell? That's going to give me good stuff. If I do production, or I can try and get this... Okay. Oh, no. No, I can't. Because I'd need 2 productions, which means I could get a cherry. No. I'd need 2 cherries. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm trying to get another order out of this, but I don't think it's going to happen, unfortunately. I could sell to the market, though. Unless I can get a pollen somehow. That would have to be taking a forage action. So if I could get one of these... Okay. So I could produce here. I could forage, move on a space, there's nothing there, get a pollen. Then I could go to the market and complete that card. Ha! Yes! Yes! Okay. In it to win it. I love it. So I actually need now to... Can I go there? Yes, I can. So let's put this one here. I'm going to take this tile here. And I'm going to close this off here. This is like the tightest little thing I have going on here, but it's really funny. Very excited about this. So... Technically, I would get a new worker. I'm going to put it there. It doesn't actually matter at this point. I'm going to... What did I want to do? Oh my goodness. Forage. So I'm actually just going to move. There's nothing there, so I'm going to get a pollen. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Paul, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And then... What was I going to do? Produce. I'm going to produce here on this tile. So I get 3 of these things. Yes, it's so good when the plan comes together. I just have to talk it out loud, and you all are going to hear it. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So I produced there. Is that what I wanted? Yes, yes. Okay, so I've done that. Now I can go here. Oh, this is so good. And I can do this one, because now I have the rosemary, acacia, and pollen from that. Boop, boop. And I get this. For 8 big ones and toward my objective. I also get to do this action. I only have the one thing, so I'm just going to sell it for 2. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. And technically I would move this down, so now they're all done. Okay, now I'm done. Yes, yes, yes. So let's go to my player board. Sorry about that. And Paul, if you're still in the chat, help me out here. So I think... What we want to do is, first, because we're doing the solo, we want to see if I've met the minimum score for the difficulty of egg level that I chose, and I'll show you in the book what that is. There you go. So you can see, these are the different levels. Yes, that's right. I'm doing the top level. No judgments here, okay? Or actually, sorry, I just realized you're probably not seeing that as I hold it up to their camera. There we go. There we go. Apologies. So there. Yeah, you probably weren't seeing that, so there you go. My apologies. So there you go. That's the level that I'm doing here. Too many cameras to keep track of. Oh my goodness. So you can see that there are others that you could choose from. Okay, so let's do that. So now we need to see if I met the... There we go. If I met the solo contest cards, excuse me. So we're going to start with the first one, Nectar in a straight line. I'm repeating myself, but here we are, just because I ended a little too soon on my part. Okay, so now, and Paul, please correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's the ones that are most in a line. So in this case, it happens to be these ones. I mean, I could have gone here, but it's 3. Obviously, I want to do the one that has the most in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, because these are nectar. So is it nectar or Yeah, nectar. I'm hoping it's nectar tiles is what they meant. Because if not, then I think I totally just made a boo-boo. But let's double check. Okay, I think that's right. So we're going to go with that and hope so. Otherwise, I got a big fat 0. I hope not. So here we go. 4. So that's going to be 10. So I like to just keep track of that. So I got 10 on this one. Let's just do that. And I'll put that up after so you can see. So 10 so far. And because I have 4. Then we have total orders, and I have so many orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at all the orders. So 7 orders, which gives me 15. And then 3 nectar of any one type. So that would be this one here, rosemary. So that is going to give me 15. Wow, I did much better this time. But if I did that incorrectly, Paul will tell me. So that is how we cancel that. Okay, great. Thank you, Paul. So we're going to switch back over to the board. So I just put it there. So I just used it in money, so it makes it easier to count. So as you can see, I obliterated my B level because, well, I was being chicken to be anything else. So in that respect, I got 25, 30, 40. And if I had decided to do the adult, that would have been amazing. Because at the adult level, you know, it's 1 level off of queen, which is amazing. So I am not the queen bee, not even the adult bee, but the baby bee, which is the egg. So I did pass that part of it. But then I know in the game your points are end of game, and this is something that we can look at here. Just if someone's playing this and you want to count up your points, let's just make sure. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. And then that's it. So let's go to end game scoring here. There we go, final scoring. So we are going back to my board. Excellent. Oh, the puns. Suzanne would be like, oh my goodness at this point. So I find this hilarious. So final scoring. Okay, here we go. So add up the total value of your coins. So that would be what I have here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. Honey and pollen. So I have none. Contest, and then those are the ones. So I had 40 in my contest plus the money that I had. And then orders, and I would score the points, in my orders, which are the ones here, and the points values are printed there. So just because I'm sure people are just dying to know my point values, let me math for a moment here. So 16, 25, 34, 34, 43, 57. Okay, so 57 points in orders. So, yeah, you think I had the queens? Okay, so Paul's saying you should count the number of nectar types that you have through. Oh! So I see what you're saying. So I have this one as 3. I see. I understand. So technically, I apologize. So I see. So I got 1. So then technically it should be 5. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So that actually, I got a little ahead of myself there. I see. Yeah. Yes, I saw that now. I see what you mean. So this one, just what he's talking about, the 3 nectar of any one type, I have 1 type, 3 of 1 type. So it's the first level, which gives me 5. And I'll show you. I totally see what you're saying now. So this here. So I was very excited. 3 types? No, that would have been too easy. I ended up getting 1 type grouping of 3. If I had multiple, then I would be that level. So thank you. That is 100% correct. So instead I have 10, 20, 30 points instead of 40. Okay, I'll still take it. I'm not mad at that. So 30 plus, what did I say I had in points? 50 or something like that? 57 some odd. Now I feel like I've lost my count. Who was listening? Okay, I gotta count again. I lost my count. Somebody remembers what I said for cards, let me know. So, yeah, so the larva level. So I'm not still an egg. Larva's still better than baby egg. So let me just quickly see here. So I gotta recount my cards. If someone remembers what I said, I told you, memory short. Here we go. 9, 9, so 18. 18 and 2 is 27. 35. 43. 50. 57. Thank you. See, you all were listening. Good job. And I recounted and it was still 57. So 57 in orders. And that's it. So 57 plus this. So 57, 67, 77, 82, 84 plus 84, 94, 104, 109, 114. Think I got it all. So 114. Yes! I don't know if that's really good or not. But I'm going to take it as a win. So let me move back over here. So that's it. That is Honey Buzz. So amazing. So I really like this game. Honestly, I was worried. I'm like, ugh, solo. And you all know how I feel about solo. It's going to be a dummy player, which I don't enjoy. This is a kind of co-op that I like because it's me playing. Yeah, I kind of have to move stuff around, but that's minor compared to playing a whole other person. That's like too much for me and I'm already trying to figure things out. I don't need all of that. This I really like. So I did like that. This is really smart, like the your board, placing them in a certain configuration because you might not get the type of nectar you need. That's really important in this game. As you can see, I struggled a couple times to finish orders because I didn't have the right configuration or I didn't have the right nectar. So you have to pay attention to that. And then if you're playing with other players, I mean, they potentially might take your stuff and you don't have it. And in my case, it just happened that the drones were taking mine. So I really had to kind of balance between getting rid of those or moving down that market, which is generating money, you know, which I need if I want to push forward in that foraging action. So, oh, there's a chart. Thanks, Paul. See, what would I do without you? Okay, I'm all right with this. So my 114 score gets me, it's 100 to 119, Apiculture Expert. So that's after Apiculture Expert, there's Honey Tycoon and Hive Royalty. So I'm middling there. Not mad at it. So that is fantastic. So thanks, Paul, for that. I appreciate you being in the chat. So not bad. A couple little things I missed, but Paul was there to catch it. I very much appreciate that. What else did I want to say? Don't laugh. I love the texture of this rulebook. It's like that really nice, I can't explain it, like linen maybe? I don't know. It's really nice paper. I don't love that it's so big. I like smaller books. This for me is very, especially when I'm streaming, it's a bit awkward. So I personally would have preferred smaller, but that's a minor thing with a rulebook. Also, some kind of marker, and I guess I could just do this, put a piece so I know which one I'm doing because it's a lot to kind of say, okay, was I here? And for someone like me, the ADHD, the memory is rough, so I end up all over the place. So that's something that I would put in just so I can mark what I'm doing. It would make my job easier to try and kind of remember things. Some of the cards, as you can see, are a little confusing, but I don't necessarily know if there's a way that they could have written them differently. It's one of those things where I think people are going to interpret them differently, and then once you get it clarified, like I did, it's like, oh, that makes more sense, right? So there are a few like that. There's another one that I didn't play with, but I played when I was practicing, and I can't remember what it was, but I saw it in the BGG chat, and someone else had also had some confusion about it. So just some of the cards wording, not their fault. I don't think there's anything to do about it. Just maybe kind of get those sorted out when you play ahead of time, and that will make things a bit easier. So the components, like I said, I'm playing with ones that were separate. So they didn't come in the box. They were sent to me. And just so everyone knows, this is a review copy. I'm very happy to be talking about it, but it is a review copy. I have all the wooden pieces and the fuzzy little beeples and some of the other upgraded pieces. So that to me is really nice. And I actually would spend the money on it if I were buying it. But I'm like that. I like that. And I like bees. So for me, I'm all about it. So, like I said, I'm only giving you the perspective from a solo because I obviously haven't played it. Suzanne does not have a copy, so I'm hoping she can, so we can actually play it as a group because I want to see the dynamic with multiple players because I have a feeling that would be very interesting to play with Suzanne and Ashley. I would lose badly, but I still want to see how the dynamic works. So, there you go. So there you go, apiculture experts. Thank you. So this is exciting. Yes, it's a win. A win against the drones. I will take it. So anyway, so that's it. I'm going to babble on, but I think overall I really enjoyed this game. Definitely could see myself actually playing this by myself, which like I said, I strictly kind of go to video games for that sort of thing. So, but did you have fun with the puzzle? So thanks, Miko, for joining. So Did I have fun with the puzzle? This puzzle or another puzzle? Amanda, you have to tell me what you mean. But Amanda, even if you have this game, we should give us a try together. That would be really fun. So I won't keep all of you. Thank you, Paul, for joining. Thank you, chat, as always, for being so wonderful and being so supportive while I run through my solo series. We'll see. Project L is on the list, and the Ruins of Arnak. I just need to figure that out because it's a little more complex. So let's see if I can get that to the table. If there's anything you want to see, maybe that I have a lot of games. Let me know, and I'll try and make that happen. So that's it. So everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, and y'all know where to find me on the Twitters, Board Gaming Pinup Girl, Instagram. If you have any questions, let me know. This puzzle, it's good. It's good. I mean, I thought it was good. More solo. Yay! And I love my chat, so I'm happy with the regular chat again. I'm more than happy to do it. Okay, Lost Ruins of Arnak. Okay, I will work on it. I was struggling a little bit with some of the stuff. I'm going to get some clarifications, and let's see if I can do it next week. Over the holidays, learn it and do it next week. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, and we shall talk soon. I'll be on Twitch later tonight playing Destiny 2, so you can pop over there if you want to see me on the Salt and Sass channel. Everybody have a wonderful day, and if I don't talk to you, have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate Christmas or any other holiday at this time. Thanks so much, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye!